A lot of people want to know how to clear negative energy, whether it's around them or within them. And rather than making it a mystical thing, we should understand Qigong and the energy around us as a field of energy. Everything has its own unique field. Every person has their own field, and these fields are always interacting. So the field within and beyond our body is specific to how we think, how we live, and so on. And so people feel that negative energy comes to them from other people sometimes, and we want to know how to clear that energy. So if our field is interacting with another field, we can be affected. By the same token, a person with a very positive field, if you will, can affect another person and help them. So in the same principle, we can heal with our mental intent and using our field, using the projection of the qi. Okay, so there's some studies in China that say qi was measured as an electromagnetic field that carries our mental intent. So it carries information. So that information exchange is happening with us all the time. It's happening with trees, plants, with the earth, with the sun. That's interchanging in our body. That's why Qigong is often done in nature, because the field is very strong and beautiful. But let's say you're around a field of energy that's not so positive. And in my earlier video, I was showing how when you exhale out and you breathe out and move your mind into the ground. You can use your hands too, right? A lot of Qigong exercises push down. But sometimes you're just in a public place and you're not going to do Qigong. You can develop the sense of pushing out everything out of your field into the earth. In fact, people who are adept at healing, they're interacting with the field of another person, and they're clearing that field, and they're projecting a positive field into the other person, and they're projecting qi and moving and clearing out that old field and putting in a new field. In the same way, you can learn to breathe and clear your field at any moment. So when something happens, you can breathe it out, pushing it away. A person who's a healer should be as adept at clearing their energy as with healing, because you want to be able to clear what you take on. So your hands often are tools for sensing and feeling the qi around you and bringing that field in. Therefore, in the same way, if you are doing Qigong, you can use your hands to push the qi and clear it. So it's a sense of pushing out, not just moving your hand, but pushing out beyond the body, pressing. So if I were to think of my hands going like so, which you'll see in a lot of Qigong moves, I'm clearing my field, or in wave hands like clouds, I'm pushing out something out of my field, clearing. But at the same time, my hands are magnetizing the qi. Then sometimes I'll gather that qi and bring it in, and then I'll clear. So you see like breath. You take in and you push out. If you clear out, you breathe out, and you breathe in. Breathing out, clearing your field. But you can do it with movement when you're alone, and just the movement of the hands going through the body clears the field. So that's a technique, a very powerful technique depending on your intent for clearing your energy field of everything throughout the day. Now, when you're clearing your field, you don't want to say, oh, project that negative person, let me push that back to them. You can push it back with love. You can, or just neutral, clear it out. So you don't want to put any thoughts in there, because you're programming your intent in your field and in your movement. Okay, so the same thing as we push energy like in martial arts. we push and people have force, but it's also a mental force where you clear your field. A lot of times people have watched movies, cartoons, where they show a lot of concentration of people pushing. Now, even though we're concentrating, we're not furrowing our brow and feeling an intensity. There's a relaxation, a relaxed feeling, though there's a little bit of an intensity toward the end. Just like if a person was striking in the martial arts, they might be relaxed, and at the last moment, they have a little intensity. So it's the same thing. If you're clearing your field, I might be pushing, but my hands flex a little bit to press away and clear. And there was an interesting story of a man I met on a plane, and he said he was in Vietnam at the time, and he went to a village, and there was some village shaman there, and they were surrounded and by the enemy, and that village was imminently going to be attacked. But he said the village shaman simply did a movement like this, and he said, "This island shall not be attacked." And sure enough, everything was attacked around except for that island. So I thought that was an interesting story because the way he moved his arms was a Qigong movement, but he was doing it with an intention. So that same intention of clearing the field can clear you, but it can also clear everything around you. Depending how far your intention goes, you can clear. You can clear. Sometimes you want to bring in some of the sun energy and push it down through your body, like I had said in the other video, and that clears your energy because nature is such a powerful tool for clearing your energy. So these are a few tips for clearing your field and the field around you. I hope you find them helpful.